What's up guys, and welcome back to another episode of the PS5 Career Mode. This is episode number 37. And today we're returning with the big one. It is indeed the FA Cup final as we take on Leicester City at Wembley. This is the third time we've been here in 5 seasons. Just call this ground our second home. And yes, we're taking on Leicester City, Brendan Rodgers' side in the final. We got here by beating Bristol City by 1-0. They beat Watford by 2-0 in their semi-final. And it really has been a competition for the lower league teams to remember, considering how many of them went so deep in this competition. But it is indeed an all-Premier League affair. And despite taking on Leicester, I'd still say we're the favourites for this game and the favourites to win it as well. You can see the teams this season how they both did. Leicester for the second straight season finishing in the bottom half, 15th place with only 36 points picked up and 8 wins in 38. We of course missed out on a Europa League spot by 3 points, but even so a top 10 finish for us, our best season of the series so far. We're the favourites. We're the favourites to win this competition, and unlike last season against Manchester City, I'll be disappointed if we don't win it. So heading into the game, there was a brief injury on the final day as Ozcan is returning from injury from the ACL he suffered at the start of the season. Of course, he won't play in the final, and I must have deleted it from my archive. Basically, Viktor Kovalenko got a brief injury on the final day, so he won't play today. But heading into the game, this is of course going to be a live highlights game, not a live Q&A. And again, I got to say, I feel confident, man. If we don't win this game, I'm going to say it, we've choked. We've absolutely choked it. So the bump the half link up to 6 minutes, and as you can see, as always, the sliders are default 50 and untouched. However, the injury frequency and severity have once again been increased from last season, and now 90 and 60 at the moment. I'd say that's wielding us quite realistic rates of injuries, and yeah, the default for the CPU as well. So into the game, this will be our team for it. We are the home teams. We're playing in our home kit. Of course, Ben Foster, 40 years old, the cycling GK. He was the hero in the quarter-final, and he's going to start as well for perhaps the final time in professional football. I'm going to play Yohan Barbet because the 30-year-old is just so composed and never puts a foot wrong ahead of Courtney House. I think I will start Cameron. I've been really impressed with him in his first season in professional football. Bull is not fully fit, but of course he will start. And I don't feel the need to make any more changes to my lineup. I wouldn't mind putting Tarat on the bench, to be honest. I think I might put him on there for Luke Amos. I'll do that with defensive midfielder on the bench now, but I think we'll be okay. And in fact, what I'll do is put Triloba on the bench. We've got a secondary holding mid if we need one. And I think that's the team. Alright, so let's do it then. Let's dive into it. It is indeed the live highlights FA Cup final, and I've got to say, man, I'm nervous because unlike last year's FA Cup final, there's pressure on us. Last year against Man City, there was no pressure. I said it heading into the game. We could have lost the game 5-0. We lost it 3-0, but it didn't take away from what was a great season. Unlike this season, though, because we're the firm favourites to win it, we are the stronger team out there. We've been in a better form this season. If we don't win it, we choke away the silverware. We come up short once again, and of course we miss out on European football by failing to win as well. It will cap off what's been a season of close, but unfortunately not close enough. Is that the same? No, it's not. Close but no cigar. Close but... yeah, that's the best way of putting it. Close but no cigar, It was like that in the Premier League, and hopefully it won't be like that in the FA Cup as well. So into the game real briefly, I do want to say before kickoff, thank you for all the support in the series so far. I cannot believe 37 episodes in and we're closing out season 3 today. Unbelievable, man. We're making great progression in this series. I really feel like the pace I'm doing this series is a really good one as well. But the support you guys have given me since the very first episode has been fantastic. Thank you so much for all the support on the series so far. And there is an awful long way to go as well. It's been so much fun, and I'll tell you, man, this has been my favourite career mode in years. I'm absolutely loving it. It means so much to me how much you guys are loving it as well. So long may it continue. And hopefully today that trophy will be ours and our first one of the save as well. So yeah, thanks for the support, and I really appreciate it. So as we're waiting for the lineups here, we can see some of Leicester's players here. I've got to say, again, whilst we are favourites for the game, it's surprising how poor they've been in the Premier League in these past 2 seasons, because it is a really good team. I know there's no Jamie Vardy out there. I didn't see Wilfred Ndidi. I'm not sure I saw Yuri Tielemans either, but as you see, our team here with a cycling GK in goal, Andy the captain, of course. Very strong lineup indeed in our traditional 4-2-3-1. We'll see Leicester's team together and then start the game together. And Leicester's team is, as we wait for it to show here on the screen, they have got a 4-something, no, sorry, it's 5-something, sorry, 5 at the back, and Ward-Prowse is captaining them, the former Saint. And yeah, Ndidi is on the bench, interestingly enough. But come on, QPR, it's our trophy to lose. We're the firm favourites. Let's go win it and cap off a great season. Come on, you R's. Totally different mood compared to last year. Last year when we were here in the FA Cup final, I was like, we expect to lose anyway, and we did convincingly. But this year, the pressure, I mean seriously, the pressure. Oh, what pressure! Pressure! What pressure! And Nketiah, 1-0 QPR with the first chance of the game, and 4 minutes in, we're in front. Eddie Nketiah, 23 goals in the Premier League. I think it's 5 in the FA Cup now. And inside the first 5 minutes, we've taken the early lead. Ilias has been brilliant this season, so much better than last year. And Eddie Nketiah going through one-on-one. I had all the confidence in the world it'd find the back of the net. Tried to put Kasper Schmeichel off, didn't work, but the finish finds the back of the net into the bottom corner. What a perfect start at Wembley. And again, pressure on us. We're expected to win, but a perfect start from the favourites. QPR in front, no surprises. It's Eddie Nketiah. Well, Leicester might have underperformed in the save so far, but don't think just because we lead early here that we're going to walk to this trophy and have no problems at all. Ward-Prowse wanted a better angle to take a shot, didn't find one, and thankfully the tackle in deflects back to Ben Foster. Don't think for a second that we're going to waltz forward and collect the trophy at full time with no problems at all. This game is far from over because we've only played 20 minutes so far, but as Jamal storms forward... Go on, Jamal. Oh! What a strike! 2-0 QPR. What a strike! Ball to Lewis, and of course in the FA Cup final, Charles would get an assist. Brilliant ball to the left back, storming forward, and what a finish from our new number 3. You know, Omar Richards sold at the start of the season. We were gutted to lose him, but in the end it turned out to be a bit of a blessing in disguise with all that money being pumped into the club, because Jamal Lewis this season has been really, really solid, as has the new backup we signed for him, Jay Da Silva, and on the biggest of stages, a storming run and a clinical finish into the top corner. 2-0 QPR, 23 minutes in. Long way to go, but what a start. We're the favourites and we're playing like it. 31 minutes into the game. JWP, so good from set pieces, has just won a corner for Leicester, which he's going to take himself. And as the number 8 whips in, it's headed in on goal, and oh, it missed everyone. And Fofana's header drifts wide of Foster's left-hand post. I thought someone was going to get a touch on that there as the ball was going towards the woodwork. Thankfully, sails wide harmlessly. Still 2-0. If we can hold on to this lead heading into the break, I'll be very, very confident and very pleased indeed. Don't need a third. Leicester have managed to sort of get a grip of the game, really. Shell shock being 2 goals down in 20 minutes. But since then, over the past 20 minutes, they've sort of come out of their shells a little bit and managed to get a foothold in the game. Under with a lovely ball into Martinez. Oh, brilliant ball across, and Ward-Prowse, who has looked their best player so far, drills it in. When he's not scoring against me, he's setting them up. Martinez across to the Leicester captain, and they've halved the deficit right before the break. When they were growing in confidence, they'd stemmed the flow of our attacks, and they've found a route back into the game before the break. And if you remember at the King Power Stadium earlier on in the regular season, we were 2 goals up early and they battled back to draw the game 2-2. I said it was far from over, it certainly is. 2-1, and Leicester get a glimmer of hope and a lifeline right before half time. This is a real chess game here. Half an hour to go and I don't know what to do. Do we go for a third goal and try and find a dagger? Or do we try and defend our 1-goal lead? There's not been that many chances being created. So I feel confident we could see out the game at 2-1. If we get the third goal, that will be the dagger. And I'm pretty sure that will be enough for us to claim the victory. But if Leicester find the equalising goal and battle back from 2 goals down to make it 2-2, I think psychologically, we'll choke it. We'll totally choke it. And all the momentum will be in Leicester's favour. So what do? Be brave or try and see the game out? Oh no! Put it wide! Inches! Oh, thought that was the winner. Come on! 12 minutes to go. And we have defended so well in this second half. Leicester have barely had a sniff. But the game's not over yet. As Under plays it through to Ward-Prowse, who's been making everything happen for them in this game. The captain. Under. James. Barbet, he's a monster. Absolute brick wall. 5 minutes to go. The Fox is in desperation mode. Great tackle by Barbet, but I'm giving it away. And no. Oh! I'm on the edge of my seat right now. This is so tense. 3 minutes separate us and the FA Cup. This is it for the Foxes now. I never got to get the ball in the area. Last chance. Last chance. Rinomota clears. Ref. Yes. Get in. Oh, that's one of the most tense games of FIFA 21 I've played so far, but it's over. QPR 2, Leicester 1, all the goals in the first half, and it is over. It's over. I swear I was running out of breath towards the end of the game. I was so tense. But it's over. Get in. First major honour, and I think, unless EA have messed this up, we're in the Europa League next year as well. It's what happened last season in real life with Arsenal winning the FA Cup and going into the Europa League via that. I think this should put us in the FA Cup. As we know with EA, you just can never tell on FIFA, but it should put us in to the Europa League. Oh, getting the blue ribbons on the FA Cup. Our first major honour of the save. A real grind out display to win it. Despite being firm favourites, we certainly didn't walk away with it easily. Like it could have been, we went 2 goals up in 20 minutes. But Andy Rinomota, new club captain, lifts our first major honour. QPR FA Cup winners. Get in. I said heading into the game, despite the fact we will be firm favourites for this one, you couldn't rule out Leicester. They've still got a really good team. And whilst we were expected to win, we did not win convincingly. 2 early goals in 20 minutes, but the Foxes fought back, and we really struggled. We really struggled after Ward-Prowse's goal to assert our dominance, and in the end it was all about defence in the second half, which really is fitting considering what our reputation has been built on throughout the course of the series. Man of the match, whilst we didn't keep a clean sheet, to Yohan Barbet. 30 years old, he was an absolute brick wall in this game. I know Ward-Prowse got a goal, but for the most part, he was absolutely impenetrable. And at 30 years old, he's got 1 year left in his deal. I'm pretty sure I'm going to extend it and give him at least another year, or perhaps even 2. Absolutely brilliant. It is over. I'm buzzing. I'm absolutely buzzing. Our first major honour to save. Last year, humbled by Manchester City, but this year, with the pressure on us to deliver the major piece of silverware, being the firm favourites when we got to the Final Four, we did not choke, we held our nerves, and we have got ourselves our first major honour of the save. I'm buzzing, man. I'm absolutely buzzing. And of course, we should be going into the Europa League as well. I don't know whether we will or not, because again, you just don't know with EA. As I'll say, it's a great day for everybody connected with Queen's Park Rangers. We'll celebrate a victory, that's for sure, but we want this to be the start of something. We want to go back competing for every trophy we can, and that means getting our heads down and preparing for the future. Oh, perfect answer to that question there as well. You just don't know with EA. I think we will be in the Europa League next year, but again, you just don't know. But even if we're not in Europe next year, to end the season off, a great season 3 and our second season in the top flight with a top 10 finish, finishing in 9th and adding a trophy to the cabinet for the first time in the save as well. If you don't count the playoffs which we won back in season 1, I'm buzzing about that. Youth player unsettled. Annoys me so much. But so to end today's episode off then, as Wilkinson says he's happy to play as a defensive midfielder if that's part of your plan. Yeah, Cameron, you keep saying this, mate. You've been saying this all throughout the course of the season, mate. You know, it's going to happen. You're getting phased further up the field, mate, whether you like it or not. Don't be passive aggressive. You're moving into that role, man, because that's what you're going to be best at. But to end the episode off, what we will do is we'll take a brief look at some other leagues and also who won the Champions League and the Europa League, and of course we'll run through the squad stats for the final time. We'll do that now together. And yeah, I'm buzzing, man. What a way to end our first season, our second season even, in the top flight. 9th place in the table, and our first major honour, which again should see us qualify for the Europa League as well. And the future's bright here, the future is very bright. We do have some ageing players. Ben Foster now 40, Johan Barbet now 30, Tarat's in his 30s as well, David Silva, the veteran, who of course we signed on a free transfer. But I like the sort of blend of youth and experience, and also players in their mid-20s here as well. I think it's like a really realistic team. It's not like a typical FIFA career mode team when like it's all a bunch of teenagers and maybe like 2 or 3 players in their early 20s. No, it's a really nice realistic blend of a nice blend of experience and youth as well. You see the Ball this year growing 4 ratings to 79 overall. Had he not got injured, I'm confident he'll be 80 overall by now. But yeah, I like the team as it is. We will need to make some changes next year, that's for sure, especially if we are going to Europe. I think we need a reliable backup striker, but to be honest, Charlie Kelman growing 9 ratings at Lille, that's ridiculous. Maybe Kelman could be that backup striker next year, learning his trade in France, bringing him back, and having him as the impact sub ready in Nketiah. I think we'll need a new centre-back as well, and possibly a new playmaker, or possibly wide midfielder too. But yeah, I'm buzzing, man. Absolutely buzzing. So really briefly, we will take a look at some other leagues in the world, starting with the Championship, where as you can see, West Brom and Watford have instant returns to the Premier League, and Bournemouth will probably join them as well, although they are in the playoffs alongside Brentford, Nottingham Forest and Bristol City this season. Mill avoided the drop. As for League One, Sunderland are going back to the Championship, as are Wycombe Wanderers there in the 3rd tier English football, and as for League 2 as well, I'll briefly show you that too. That is how the 4th tier ended up looking this year. As for the French Ligue 1, well, as for Lille, as you can see, 2nd place in the table, 73 goals this season. How many of those did Charlie Kelman get, I wonder? I'm going to say the reason why he got 79 as his overall rating now, and he's grown by 9 ratings, is because he won the Golden Boot in Ligue 1. We're just going to pretend that. I'll say he got like 28 goals or something heading back to England for next year, and that's why he got such a high rating. Also, I'll show you the Serie A, the Bundesliga, and also the La Liga as well. Bayern win the Bundesliga this year, shot Corrie 6 points clear of Borussia Dortmund in 2nd. As for the Serie A, that was won by Inter Milan, 4 points clear of the old lady this year. And as for La Liga as well, I think we'll actually do the Portuguese League and the Scottish League too. Sporting were the winners of the Portuguese top tier this year. As for the Scottish Premier League, Rangers won it last year, but their reign is over after just one trophy. I said last season I never see Rangers win it. It was an absolute shock when I saw them win it last year. Celtic are back on top in Scottish Premier League. And as for La Liga, that's the 2nd tier. As for La Liga, that was won this year by Real Madrid, a whopping 102 points, 6 clear of their Madrid rivals, Atletico. There was a youth player that wanted a pro deal, but I can't remember who it was. Was it? I think it might have been Kendall, this bloke here. Or maybe it was... who was it? It might have been Cook, actually. I can't remember. I can't remember who was the youth player that wanted a pro deal. Do you know what? To be safe rather than sorry, I'm going to give a pro deal to, I think, who is right now our best youth player. That's Edward Dale. But I will give one to Kendall, because I think that was the player that wanted a pro deal. His potential is not the best, but either way, I'll give him one regardless. And yeah, I'll also get through to the Champions League and Europa League winners as well. And we'll end on that today. So we're just going to quickly find out who won the Champions League and Europa League then, starting with the Europa League, and that was won this year by... Oh, interesting. Now, that's really interesting. Arsenal beat Everton in the final, an all-English affair, but they finished outside the top 4. So what's that going to mean for the European standings? Because obviously Arsenal were going to the Champions League by winning the Europa League. Does that mean there'll be 5 teams in the Champions League next year, the top 4 and Arsenal as well? Or will Manchester United miss out? I'm not sure, but we'll find out next year. EA, good luck figuring that one out. They often get these, well, they don't often get these things wrong, but sometimes they get these things wrong. So we'll find out what happens next year with that. As for the Champions League, that was won by, imagine if it was Chelsea, right, also finishing outside the top 4. That was won by Liverpool. They beat Bayern in the final by 3-0 as they recapture the European glory. So interesting. Arsenal winning the final. I wonder what would happen actually if Everton won the Europa League. And then it didn't happen, but they finished in 7th. So I think if they were to win it, they'd go into the Champions League and we're going to the Europa League for definite. But now I'm not sure. I've got no idea what's going to happen next year. Are we in the Europa League? Are Arsenal in the Champions League? Are Manchester United in the Champions League? Are Everton in the Europa League? There are so many things that could happen for next season in terms of English football teams in the Europa League and Champions League, but I don't know. We'll have to figure it out next season. I guess we'll just have to wait and see. But that will end today's episode of the PS5 Career Mode, guys. So a big thank you for watching. I really hope you have enjoyed it. And if you have enjoyed the episode, then please do drop a like. What a fantastic way to end our third season at the Kai Prince Foundation Stadium. Did Nketiah win the FA Cup Golden Boot? Oh, he did as well. Gets him with that goal against Leicester. Have a fantastic day, guys. Much love to you all. Thank you for all the support on Season 3 and the series so far. It's been our best season of the save, and for next season, we'll go into it looking to defend our FA Cup, our first major honour of the save, and also, hopefully, fingers crossed, touch wood, be in the Europa League as well. Oh, one thing I'll show you as well, real briefly, is the team sheets. I think we are now a 4.5-star team. I'm pretty sure we are. Yes, we are indeed. Have a great day, guys. Much love to you all, and I will indeed see you for the next episode, which will, of course, be the season opener coming out tomorrow morning with the start of Season 4. Again, defending our FA Cup, and also, hopefully, fingers crossed, in the Europa League as well very soon.